Live with CDP, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast live on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, and Anchor FM. Now here's your host, Chris Palme.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Live with CDP podcast on this Monday, June 13th, 2022. This is season 3, episode 51 of Live with CDP podcast. And I'm looking forward to my guest tonight. His name is Griffin Della Penna. He's a content writer for both the Buffalo Sabres and Buffalo Bandits of the National Lacrosse League. And I had the pleasure of meeting Griffin at the KeyBank Center on April 30th when I covered the Rock Bandit game as a member of the media, thanks to John and Leah from the Buffalo Bandits. So I'm looking forward to speaking to Griffin. He should be on here in a couple minutes and talk about his career. He's gone to Canisius College in the Buffalo area, and he's an aspiring broadcaster, and he's currently, like I said, a digital content writer for the Buffalo Sabres and Buffalo Bandits websites. And we're going to talk to Griffin a little bit about the Buffalo Sabres 21-22 season, and also talk to him about the Buffalo Bandits, who right now are tied 1-1 in the NLL finals against the Colorado Mammoths, with Game 3, the deciding game for the the National Lacrosse League Championship, this Saturday night, June 18th, 8 o'clock on ESPN Plus and TSN, and we'll see what happens. That should be, hopefully they'll sell out the KeyBank Center in Buffalo for that game this Saturday night. I wish I could attend that game because, as you guys know, thanks to John from the Buffalo Bandits and Greg Gore, one of my friends and from Quebec, Canada, and a TSN analyst. I really have enjoyed the National Lacrosse League the last couple of months, and learning about the sport and watching a lot of their games, which seem to come down to the last second or last shot of the game. So we'll see what happens there. But guys, while we're waiting for Griffin to come on, I'm just going to show you guys some highlights from the Bandits Colorado Mammoth Game 2 this past Saturday night in Colorado. This clip is courtesy of the National Lacrosse League.
Inside feed, Williams shot, scores! First of the night, first of the game. Williams buries, and the Mammoth have a 1-0 lead. Robinson outside, shoots and scores! Not sure Matt Vince was expecting it.
At this ball movement, little stutter step, fires it over the other side. He just gets the ball back, and it's a little twister.
Picked up by Buffalo the other way. Priolo. Chasser sprints out. Priolo leaves it for McKay. McKay shoots and scores! Smart play by the captain, Steve Priolo. Smith instead. Smith stutter step, loses his check, scores! And you cannot allow Dane Smith to go one-on-one with a guy on an island. He is just too fast and too good.
The possession here again.
Thanks, Ashley. Bird scores! Similar to a goal he scored in Game 1 off a swing pass. Fields 8 in the shot clock. Fields back at Kluche. Bounces, scores! All the momentum in the favor of the orange and white. The Bandits get a power play goal. Big body check pick. Williams to the center floor, scores! Williams with his second gets time and room. Beats Vince far side, and that stops the run. It's 5-3. It's a matchup. Looks like they're trying to exploit. Now inside, Bird drives down, scores! And there's a moving pick that got let go and allowed Josh Byrne to get open. He's got a pair. Some action. Robinson on his wrong side. Takes a shot and scores! I don't know if the stick check from Spanger on Robinson maybe threw off the timing of that shot. Late man on the floor is Dylan Kinnear. 8 on the shot clock. Williams, shot, scores! A little unexpected release from Zed Williams. He's got a hat trick. It's a 1-goal game, 6-5.
Ball on the ball team.
Dogan Anico, 5 in game 1, yet to get one tonight, but Fields, check that, Kluche with an outside shot, and the Bandits again with a quick response. McIntyre, near side Chris Wardle, behind the net pass to Robinson, step down shot, scores!
They'll be happy if those two guys just keep scoring.
Robinson gets his third to match Williams' hat trick. It's 7-6. Works with Kluche. Shot only just missed. Rebound, scores. What a goal! And who else? The smallest guy on the floor, Kyle Buchanan, finds a loose ball off the end boards, puts it in the open cage, and it's a 2-goal game. Working with Williams. Screen shot, scores! Had nothing in his career. Had only played 2 games coming into the finals. Williams trying to get to the middle four. He does it, he scores! Tie game, 8-8. Williams has 4. And we got a brand new ball game here in Denver. Late man is Williams. Dino scores! Backside look, Dylan Kinnear and the Mammoth have come all the way back and lead at 9-8. Okay, all over Zed Williams. Gibson trying to do anything to free up his teammate. All open inside, Gibson scores! His 5th of the playoffs. Makes it a 2-goal game with 7:13 remaining. Double clutch, gives it off, McIntyre, dive shot, scores! Williams drew all the attention. McIntyre left alone on the crease. It's a 3-goal game, 11-8 Mammoth. Colorado outscores Buffalo 7-2 in the second half to force an ultimate decider, game 3.
Anyways, guys, that clip was courtesy of the National Lacrosse League. Colorado won to even up the series 1-1 with an 11-8 victory, as you guys heard on the courtesy of the TSN call. In the second half, Colorado outscored Buffalo 7-2 to win 11-8. Colorado's beaten the Bandits now twice out of 3 meetings. They beat them 15-14 in Colorado earlier in the year, and then 11-8. So the question is, can Colorado beat the Bandits in Bandit land for the first time this season? If they don't, then the Bandits will win their 5th NLL championship and their first since 2008. So we'll see what happens, but I'm really looking forward to that game. Saturday night, again, at 8 o'clock on TSN and ESPN+. I think I put it down here on my graphics, but it'll be, again, they changed it, guys, today to 8 o'clock on TSN, ESPN+, Colorado, Buffalo, Game 3. Looking forward to that as well. Also, guys, NHL Stanley Cup Finals begin Wednesday, June 15th. Tampa Bay at Colorado. The first 2 games are in Colorado. Obviously, the Avalanche have home ice advantage. I'm going to basically say this. Colorado is a great team, and they're capable of winning this series, but I still got to go with the champs. Tampa Bay has won the last 2 Stanley Cups, and this playoff round, look what they did with Toronto. Look what they did with Florida, swept them, and then they fell down 2-0 to the Rangers, and then they won the last 4 games. So I've got to go with the champs until somebody knocks them off. So I'm going to go with Tampa Bay in 6 games over the Avalanche. So that's CDP Stanley Cup prediction. Tampa Bay over Colorado in 6 games, and Vasilevskiy, I think that's Tampa Bay's goalie's name, if I can pronounce it right. I believe he'll be the Conn Smythe MVP, because I think Tampa Bay has an edge in coaching and also playoff experience and goaltending. No disrespect to the Avalanche goaltenders. I just think Tampa Bay's just got a slight edge defensively and with the goaltending. And John Cooper is one of the best coaches in hockey, if not the best coach in hockey as well. And also, guys, as you guys know, last Friday the Gulf Storm announced that George Burnett is now going to just be the general manager, and Scott Walker, who is a part owner and their former head coach, and took him to the OHL championship in 2014, and they lost to Edmonton in the final game, is going to take over. So Scott Walker is in again as the Storm head coach, and George Burnett is moved up just strictly to general manager. So we'll see how this move works. I thought George did a great job as head coach and GM, but the Storm's new owners apparently want two different individuals in those roles. So we'll see how it goes. Also, guys, just to let you know, while we're waiting for Griffin, NBA Finals Game 5 is tonight, 9 o'clock. Boston Golden State series is tied at 2-2. Golden State won that critical game 4 Friday night in Boston with Steph Curry's 43 points. If it wasn't for Steph Curry, Boston would have been up 3-1, and that could have been the series. So right now, I have to go with the Warriors to win this series because Steph Curry is playing like an MVP. And if he can score 30 to 40 points a game, that's going to be crazy for Boston. Boston's a great team, but Golden State now has home court advantage. It's now down to a best of 3, and 2 of those remaining 3 games would be in Golden State. So it's going to be tough for the Celtics to win another game in Golden State. Yes, they've already won game 1 in Golden State, but now they're going to have to win at least one more game on the road in Golden State for a chance to win their 18th NBA championship, which would surpass the Lakers for the most in NBA history. The Celtics and Lakers both have 17 right now. Golden State is trying for their 4th NBA championship in the last 8 years as well. So we'll see what happens there, guys. I'm looking forward to that. Tip-off is just after 9 o'clock on ABC and on TSN as well. And speaking of TSN right now, you got the Windsor Spitfires Hamilton Bulldogs game on TSN right now, and I believe it's in the second period. At last score, it was Hamilton 1, Windsor 1 after the first period at the WFCU Center in Windsor. You can catch that game on TSN right now with John Abbott and Craig Button calling the game, and it's also on CKLW 800 in Windsor as well, and Steve Bell with the call with Manny Pava. And also you can catch that on audio, the Bulldogs audio network with Reed Dutchie as well. So I had a great time yesterday in Hamilton covering game 5 between Hamilton and Windsor at the First Ontario Center. Hamilton came back from a 2-1 deficit to win 3-2 to take a 3-2 lead. So if Hamilton wins tonight, they get their second OHL championship since 2018. And if the Windsor Spitfires win, this will be their 4th ever OHL championship, 1988, 2009, and 2010. Everyone's like, well, what about 2017? The Windsor Spitfires, when they won their 3rd Memorial Cup in 2017, they didn't even get out of the first round of the OHL playoffs, but because they were the host team, they went on to win the Memorial Cup as the host team. So this would be their 4th OHL championship. Regardless, it's 2 great teams playing, 2 great organizations, and I'm hoping the series goes 7. And if there is a 7th game for Hamilton and Windsor, it would go Wednesday night, June 15th at 7 o'clock at the First Ontario Center. And I want to do a shout out to my friend Reese Domani with the Hamilton Bulldogs audio network. And he's also play-by-play voice for the not the Boston Red Sox, but the Brantford Red Sox. There's a way of going up to the press box at the First Ontario Center, formerly the Cops Coliseum. And you got to go up a catwalk, and it's quite high up. It's way high up, and it is completely safe, but I admit I have a fear of heights, so Reese was nice enough to show me the back way to get to the press box. It involved more walking and more steps and a little huffing and puffing because I got to lose some weight and get in better shape, but Reese was great about that. And then after the game, Reese was nice enough to take me down to the OHL post-game conference call with the media and the coaches and the players of each team. And I got to speak with Mark Savard and Daniel D'Amico from the Windsor Spitfires. And then I got to ask Jay McKee, the head coach of the Hamilton Bulldogs, and Marco Constantine, their goalie, some questions as well. And Jay McKee, the former NHL player, former defenseman with the Buffalo Sabres and St. Louis Blues. And Mark Savard, longtime NHL career too with the Boston Bruins as well. So it was a great experience. And then I check out my YouTube channel. I did an interview with Reese on my YouTube channel and also my TikTok. And speaking of TikTok, guys, just give me one moment as we wait for Griffin. Hopefully he'll be on. Just bear with me. I posted a number of videos on my TikTok page yesterday from the game. My interview with Reese Domani and some video footage of during the game. I posted one pregame video on TikTok where the Bulldogs had some music on, dark lights on, and everybody was using I think their cell phone lights on their phones. It was kind of cool what they did that with that. And I posted it on my TikTok page. And right now I've got almost 15,000 views. Something that I didn't think much of to post on TikTok has got almost 15,000 views and almost 1,500 likes. So it's just amazing. Sometimes you post videos on TikTok that you think will do well, and they don't. And then you post something on TikTok you don't think much of, and then you wake up today and you're like, wow, almost 15,000 views. So if you guys want to, you guys can follow me on TikTok at Live with CDP. That's at Live with CDP on TikTok. So yeah, I'm using that to promote myself and my podcast, and when I do live interviews with athletes on there as well. So it's just amazing as well. So as we're waiting for Griffin, hopefully he'll be on soon, guys. Live with CDP podcast. The audio version is on Google Podcasts, Anchor FM, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify, Castbox, and LinkedIn as well. And I want to say thank you to everybody watching this live on my YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe notification. I'm up to 106 subscribers on YouTube. Not a lot, but it's a lot more than I was a year ago or even 2 years ago. And also thank you to everyone watching this live on Facebook Live and on Twitter as well. So again, guys, I'm hoping Griffin will be able to come on tonight. We originally scheduled this podcast for 7 o'clock, but Griffin sent me a message. He was doing some media work for the Buffalo Bills today. And he told me if we could move the podcast back a little bit. So he suggested 8:15. So normally it was 7 o'clock for tonight, but we moved it back to 8:15. And I'm just hoping Griffin will still be able to come on and talk about his career and stuff like that. So like I said, guys, just hang in with me, and hopefully we'll have Griffin come on soon. He really a good guy I met at the KeyBank Center, and does a really good job on the Bandits and Sabres websites. And I guess today he was covering the Bills media press conference, I guess, at Highmark Stadium. I still want to call it Ralph Wilson Stadium, but Highmark Stadium as well. Also, guys, just to let you know, I'm going to have some new Live with CDP merchandise this summer. I'm looking at getting some new shirts, new design of my podcast shirts on there. So if you guys are interested, the podcast shirts will be $15 plus shipping if you're out of Guelph. And if you want one of my Live with CDP mugs, please send me a DM and let me know. The mugs are $15 plus shipping if you're out of Guelph as well. So, and a shout out to my friend Laura for doing them. She does a really good job on them as well. So let's see, guys. If you want to check out this place in Guelph, it's called Are You Serious? It's called Are You Serious? Tap and Grill on 130 Silver Creek Parkway North in Guelph. Their number is 519-766-0230, and they are the official pub of Bill's Mafia in the Guelph area. They have really good antiheatals, wings, and they have a good beer selection as well. And I hear their nachos are really well as well. Shout out to Harley, Shelby, and Dave as well. And I'm looking forward to the next time I come down to Are You Serious as well. You can check out their website at areyouserious.biz/ if you want to check. And they're celebrating their 30th year as a restaurant in the city of Guelph as well. And anyways, guys, CFL website, you can check out cfl.ca. The Toronto Argonauts open up their home opener and regular season opener this Thursday, June 16th at 7:30 on TSN. The Argonauts take on the Montreal Alouettes from BMO Field. If you can watch the game on TSN, great. If not, Mike Hogan will have the call on TSN 1050 in Toronto. So we're going to see some changes with the Argonauts with running back Andrew Harris, who came over from the Grey Cup champion Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and Speedy Banks from the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and Gerard Davis from the Hamilton Tiger Cats. So the Argonauts have made some additions, and then Chad Kelly, the nephew of Jim Kelly, is going to be the number 2 quarterback behind McLeod Bethel Thompson. So Chad Kelly's got a good arm, good mobility, and Ryan Dinwiddie, the Argonauts coach, thinks eventually Chad Kelly will be a starter in the CFL over time. He just needs to get used to the speed of the game as well. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to be trying to go down to at least 2 Argonaut games this year at BMO Field. I'm looking at July 30th and August 20th. So, and again, I want to say thanks to Chris and Mike from the Toronto Argonauts for hooking me up with a media pass for that game just about a week and a half ago here in Guelph against the Hamilton Tiger Cats as well. And since I'm doing this, I want to say thank you again to Josh Sweetland, Director of Media Communications for the Ontario Hockey League, for giving me a media pass for the OHL Finals game yesterday against Hamilton and Windsor at the, I want to still call it the Cops Coliseum, but it's now the First Ontario Center. I really appreciate Josh doing that. And I'm just trying to take advantage of any opportunities I get. And I really appreciate Josh doing that. And it was a great game, and I met a lot of nice people. And it was good to see my friend Manny Pava from the Spitfires and Steve Bell, their longtime play-by-play announcer as well, and Reed Dutchie from the Hamilton Bulldogs. So I'm hoping to have Reed on my podcast after the season, and hopefully maybe after the Memorial Cup for Hamilton. So right now that game should be well into the second period right now, guys. So yeah, guys, if there's anybody watching right now, if you guys want to send me any comments, we're waiting for Griffin to come on. Like I said, guys, I apologize. He was running behind today, so obviously if he could be here right now, he would be. So if I can't get Griffin on tonight for whatever reasons, hopefully we will get him on again in the future and talk about his career and how he became a content writer for the Sabres and Bandits, and now I believe he's with the Bills as well. So anyways, you guys can follow Griffin on Twitter at GriffinDP_. That's Griffin on Twitter. Griffin at GriffinDP_. If you want to follow him there. And Griffin is also Griffin Della Penna is on LinkedIn if you'd like to connect with him there as well. And also, guys, you can check out the Buffalo Bandits website at bandits.com. Griffin does articles all the time for the Buffalo Bandits, so check out his latest article there as well. And Griffin also does digital writing for the Buffalo Sabres website as well, so check out nhl.com/Buffalo Sabres as well. And also, guys, if you want to follow the latest on the National Lacrosse League, you can check out the league's website at www.nll.com. I put it under my ticker as well. So I'm going to try to talk for another few minutes. And unfortunately, if we can't get Griffin on tonight, we'll have to reschedule. Sometimes things happen, and you just got to roll with the punches and stuff like that. So I'm sure if Griffin could be here tonight, he would be here. So anyways, guys, like I said, if anybody's watching and has any comments, please send me a comment right now, and we'll talk whatever you want to talk to you about right now. Let's see. I'm going to try to keep this podcast going for another few minutes. Right now, the Blue Jays are up 2-0 over the Orioles in the bottom of the 5th at the Rogers Center, and the Tigers and White Sox are tied 3-3 in the top of the 5th inning. And we got Boston and Golden State, like I mentioned before, at 9 o'clock tip-off, and the Stanley Cup Finals start up tomorrow, or sorry, not tomorrow night, Wednesday night. What's today? Monday. Yeah, my days are mixed up from working midnight. So Wednesday, June 15th, 8 o'clock, Tampa Bay at Colorado, game 1. I'm just going to check the Bulldogs score right now, guys, on the Ontario Hockey League's website. And we'll see what the score is right now in this game between Hamilton and Windsor, which is a critical game for the Windsor Spitfires. So we'll see what happens here. Just checking right now. Actually, it's quicker to go on Twitter than it is their website, because I'm just trying to look for a score here. And let's see. I might just check my friend Manny's Twitter page. Manny's pretty good up updating them as well. So 1-1 still in the second period. Let's see. Just checking. Okay, let's see. It's still 1-1. Oh, wait. 12 minutes ago, I just checked. Logan Morrison just scored his 17th goal of the playoffs. He's right now, if Hamilton goes on to win the OHL championship, I think Logan Morrison will be the OHL finals Wayne Gretzky MVP. His 17th goal, second of the game, and it's 2-1 Hamilton with about 9 minutes or so to go in the second period. So right now, the Bulldogs are looking pretty good to win their second OHL championship for 2018 right now. But don't count out the Windsor Spitfires. It's only a one-goal game, and I'm guessing right now there's probably about 5 minutes left in the second period, but 2-1 Hamilton at last report. And Logan Morrison, who's been red hot for the Bulldogs, 2 more goals tonight, so 2-1. And yesterday, Mason McTavish was the big star for that game for the Bulldogs. He scored 2 goals last night in their 3-2 win over the Windsor Spitfires. So still lots of hockey to go. It's on right now, guys, if you want to catch it on TSN with John Abbott and Craig Button on TSN, or you guys can catch it on CKL W800 Windsor with Steve Bell and Manny Pava doing the game, or Reed Dutchie on the Bulldogs audio network as well. And a shout out to my friend Reese Domani, who's at the game tonight, and the guys from the Bulldogs media crew that helped me out yesterday as well. So anyways, guys, like I said, I'm going to try to wait a couple more minutes for Griffin. Unfortunately, if he's not able to come on tonight, we'll have to reschedule. So I wanted to do this podcast anyways. So since I'm going to keep talking for a few more minutes, what are you guys' thoughts on Ryan Miller's number 30 being retired by the Buffalo Sabres? Do you agree with it or not? He is probably one of their top 5 goalies. I don't think he's in the top 2 or 3 goalies, but I think he's one of the top 5 goalies in Sabres history. So they're going to retire his number next year at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. So, and since I'm still talking for a couple more minutes, congratulations to a couple teams I'm following in the basketball league. The Albany Platoons, who took out the Atlantic City Gambits on Saturday night and won the series 2-1. Albany is now advanced to the Eastern Conference Championship against the Huntsville Hurricanes, and that series will start Thursday night in Albany. I believe all 3 games will be, if they're necessary, will be in Albany to save travel costs for the TBL. And also a shout out to Freddie Zomaya and Chris Darrington from the Toledo Glass City. Toledo upset, or I shouldn't say upset, defeated the Jamestown Jackals 2-1 to advance to the conference championship as well. So I want to say good luck to the Toledo Glass City and the Albany Platoons, 2 of the teams I've been following in the basketball league in the States in their next round of the playoffs as well. You guys can check out the website, tbl.com, the basketball league.com. It's really good basketball. And this year they played some games, exhibition games against the National Basketball League of Canada. The games counted over here, but they didn't count for those teams. But hopefully they can arrange a partnership next year as well. So, guys, I don't know if Griffin's going to be able to make it tonight, guys. So I do apologize, but things do happen with guests. Griffin was doing some work today for the Buffalo Bills at Highmark Stadium, and like I said, we'll try to reschedule Griffin to come on again in the future and talk Bandits lacrosse and some Sabres hockey and his career in broadcasting. He's like I said, he's with Canisius College as well. So. And as for the Bandits, guys, let's see. Right now in the playoffs, through 5 games, Josh Byrne has 13 goals, 21 assists, 32 points. And Dane Smith, the great Dane, 12 goals, 20 assists, 32 points. And their other top scorer is Chris Kluche with 9 goals, 8 assists, 17 points. And their other top scorer, Connor Fields, 5 goals, 6 assists, 9 points, 15 points. So the Bandits lost their first game since April 30th. They did defeat Albany in the opening round of the playoffs in the 1-game series. Then they swept Toronto 2-0 in the next round. And then they were up 1-0 on Colorado. So the Bandits right now are currently 4-1 in the NL playoffs. And like I said, now they can't afford to have another bad game because this is an elimination game on Saturday night at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. So again, I hope you guys can tune in. I'm pretty sure that game, the Bandits game, will be on the radio on WGR 550 with the Bandits radio announcer John Gukler, and he does a really good job covering the Bandits. He's been their radio play-by-play voice since 2004. And again, John was nice to set me up with a media pass at the end of April for that game against the Toronto Rock. So Bandits, Mammoth this Saturday night, 8 o'clock, TSN, ESPN Plus, and most likely on the radio on WGR 550. And it's a winner take all. So we'll see if Colorado can win the championship or if Buffalo will. So the Bandits do play better at home in Bandit Land than they do on the road. So anyways, we'll see what happens there. But guys, like I said, before I go, guys, because obviously I don't think Griffin's going to come on now. Something's come up. So just to let you know, my next podcast show, I might do this now before I head out for the night. 1 second, guys. I wrote it down here, guys. I got so much stuff on my graphics. But yeah, just 1 second. I'm just looking for it. I guess I misplaced it. Okay. I was just my next podcast. There it is. I found it. It took me a minute to find it. The next Live with CDP podcast is going to be tomorrow, Tuesday, June 14th at 2 p.m. My guest is going to be Jim Jackson, the longtime TV play-by-play voice of the NHL's Philadelphia Flyers on NBC Sports in Philadelphia. He took over for the legendary Gene Hart in the 95-96 season. So Jim just completed his 26th year as the Flyers TV voice. And he's also, he used to do some radio work with the Philadelphia Phillies alongside Scott Franke and Larry Anderson. So I'm going to talk to Jim about his career in broadcasting and how he got involved, started in it. And then we're going to talk some Philadelphia Flyers, the current direction this franchise is heading into. They're obviously looking for a new head coach. And we might talk to him about Guelph native Connor Bonnerman, who was drafted by the Kitchener Rangers, and also Morgan Frost, the son of Q107 announcer and former Leaf PA announcer Andy Frost, how Morgan Frost did this year. And also Isaac Ratcliffe had a cup of coffee with the Flyers this year, as he's a former member of the Guelph Storm, as you all know. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen in Philadelphia. The Flyers haven't been to the Stanley Cup Finals since 2010. And they haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1975. So there's going to be some changes in Philadelphia, and it'll be interesting to see who steps behind the bench of the Flyers. And we'll get Jim's insight on the overall season they had this year and what he thinks they need to do to improve next year and the year beyond. And I'm looking forward to talking to Jim. And like I said, guys, he's been doing their games for a long time, and I really appreciate Jim coming on. So that'll be season 3, episode 52 of Live with CDP podcast tomorrow. And again, the time is 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Eastern with Jim Jackson. And like I said, I'm looking forward to talking to him about the Flyers and maybe his little bit of time with the Phillies. And I was going to say right now, the Phillies have been playing much better baseball since they fired Joe Girardi and replaced him with Rob Thompson, who's done a really good job so far in Philly. And Rob Thompson, I was reading this up. He is from Sarnia, Ontario. So we have a Canadian-born manager of the Philadelphia Phillies. And Rob Thompson's also in the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame in St. Mary's, Ontario as well. So all right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up this podcast. Unfortunately, my guest wasn't able to make it tonight. Something must have come up with Griffin's schedule. So I do sincerely apologize if you guys were turning in to watch Griffin. And before we go, guys, I'm just going to go and update the OHL score between Hamilton and Windsor before I go. So, but we'll definitely be in touch with Griffin, and we'll have to reschedule. So right now, guys, I just put it on the website right now. It looks like it is 3-2 Windsor over Hamilton with 29 seconds to go in the second period. And Windsor just scored 2 goals to tie. Daniel D'Amica scored 2-2 at 18:44 to tie it up. And then 19:31, less than a minute later, Michael Renwick scored to give them a 3-2 lead. So 2 late second period goals give the Spitfires a 3-2 lead over Hamilton after 2 periods. And that's the thing that happened yesterday. Windsor takes the lead, Hamilton ties it up. Windsor took the lead, and then Hamilton scored 2 to win it. So who knows if these 2 goals by the Spitfires at the end of the second period will be the difference in the game tonight. But yeah, 3-2 Windsor after 2 periods. And it looks like the shots on net are 19-18 Hamilton over Windsor. So that's going to be quite the ending in the third period. So I'm looking forward to watching that third period on TSN with John Abbott and Craig Button. And we'll see if the Bulldogs can rally again and get the John Ross Trophy for the second time since 2018, or if the Windsor Spitfires can force a Game 7 Wednesday night in Hamilton. So anyways, guys, like I said, I'm going to call this a podcast show. If anybody's watching and wants to give me some questions, that's great. If not, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock with Jim Jackson, the longtime radio play-by-play voice of the Philadelphia Flyers. So before I go, I'm just going to check again to see if I got any messages from Griffin, and it doesn't look like it. So yeah, guys, like I said, we'll just have to reschedule with Griffin, and then hopefully we can have him come on again in the future. So like I said, you just got to learn to go with the punches, and this is something I got to learn too if I want to get into radio. Sometimes guests things happen with their schedule or their computers break down or whatever. The show's got to go on. So I was definitely glad to come on here tonight, and like I said, we will definitely be in touch with Griffin in the future, and we'll try to get him back on again and talk some National Lacrosse League. So all right, guys, that's about it. Like I said, guys, obviously things happen. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, June 14th, 2 p.m. Eastern. Again, my guest is going to be Jim Jackson, the longtime TV play-by-play voice for the Philadelphia Flyers on NBC Sports Net in Philadelphia. So I'm looking forward to talking some Philadelphia Flyers hockey and his career as well. So all right, guys, that's about it. I want to say thank you again to everybody watching live on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. And also thank you to everybody watching live on Facebook Live and my Twitter page at Chris D. Pame. I am up to 878 followers on Twitter. So if you'd like to follow me there, please do so. And also on my TikTok page as well. You guys can also follow me on LinkedIn under Chris Pame if you want to connect with me there. I'm quite active on LinkedIn. And also, guys, you guys can email me at cpame19@gmail.com. That's cpame19@gmail.com. And also on other social media platforms, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, as I mentioned, Instagram. It's a private account, but if I know you, I'll accept you. And also, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, and link or TikTok too. Guys, if you want to follow me on TikTok again, I'm at 833 followers at Live with CDP. That's at Live with CDP. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok, and then I can start doing live videos on TikTok as well. So, and before I go, guys, just want to let you know, again, Live with CDP podcast. The audio version is downloaded on Google Podcasts, Anchor FM, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify, Castbox, and LinkedIn as well. So, yeah, like I said, guys, and also you guys can also follow the Buffalo Bandits at bandits.com, Sabres at NHL.com/Sabres, and the National Lacrosse League is NLL.com as well. And before I go, wordpress.com/home/live with CDP podcast.wordpress.com. Again, that's wordpress.com/home/live with CDP podcast.wordpress.com. I just did my latest blog on yesterday's Game 5 Bulldogs and Spitfires game in Hamilton, and hopefully you guys can check that out as well. And that's pretty well it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to call it a show. But again, I apologize. Something came up with Griffin, and he was unfortunately not able to make it tonight. So we're going to try to reschedule in the future with Griffin Della Penna. So I hope you enjoyed my podcast tonight. And I'm looking forward to speaking to Jim Jackson tomorrow from the Philadelphia Flyers. So tune in at 2 o'clock for another edition of Live with CDP podcast. I hope everybody has a great night. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow afternoon with Jim Jackson. Good night, everyone.